Oh, good morning. I got up this morning, I worked out, I had my coffee, I ate something. Yeah. I ate something and yeah. Not a very eventful day so far. I wanted to show you guys something. I was like, what was the point of me being in the kitchen right now? I want to show you guys something that like bacon, or your family likes bacon, but I mean, pork's not good for your heart at all. You guys know I don't really eat meat that much. When I do, it's chicken, but I bought these for Justin to kind of replace him eating bacon. And for the days I do eat chicken, they're chicken sausages by Applegate. I just want to share with you because they're like they're still sausages, but there's less sodium and fat and calories than a pork sausage, and they're like maple flavored. It's just a little bit better for you than bacon, and there's like 9 grams of protein. But the one thing I do like about that brand is like the first time I gave it to Justin, I didn't tell him these are like chicken sausages because they don't look like chicken sausages. So what are you looking at, Ralph? Is there a spider? Oh, there's one spider. Okay. I gave them to him and I didn't say anything. And he was eating them, he ate them. I think he just thought they were regular pork pork sausages, and I was like, so how was that? Was that good? Did you like that? He's like, oh, it's good. I like the maple flavor. I was like, that was chicken. He was like, shut up. I'm like, yeah, that was chicken, right? It doesn't taste like chicken. So that's and there's no like antibiotics and stuff. It's natural or whatever. I mean, it's not organic. Like natural is a term they use to make it sound healthier most of the time, but there is no antibiotics and stuff from the chickens, which is something I like. And what else? And yeah, so I was thinking about this the other day that I think in 2015 I'm going to transition back to a vegetarian. I don't say I eat very limited chicken now, and that's all the meat I tend to eat at all. But I won't say I'm a vegetarian because I do occasionally still have chicken. Now, for 13 years of my life, I was a vegetarian. I was very I was sick a lot, and that's why I went back, because they said I had a protein deficiency. I wasn't getting enough protein. I went to a nutritionist, had all these blood tests run, and in my early 20s, I went back to just eating like chicken and other meats. At first, I started eating all meats, but it just was gross. Like, it's a factor that I love animals. I don't like eating them, but also meat has never been something I like. I'm not just like, God, I want a steak so bad. I never liked steak. Anytime my parents would make me eat it, I'd be like, ugh. Like, first world problems, right? Your parents are forcing you to eat steak. But my problem, I think, was my family didn't know. I grew up in a generation, it's funny because my brother says this, but the generation of pizza and Mountain Dew. More for me was like Surge than Mountain Dew, but whatever. Very processed foods, because back then I don't think that there was enough information out. We were told it was a healthy alternative, and now we're learning more and more that it's not. So my parents would just, like, for instance, if they went to KFC, they'd be like, we're getting an extra side of macaroni and cheese since you won't eat the chicken. Or it was just like, they tried, but it was mostly because my mom was in charge of cooking stuff. It's like she honestly tried. She didn't tell me I couldn't be a vegetarian, but like the kind of stuff she bought me was like fake meat at the store when I needed to be like intaking more protein rich vegetables and stuff. And now as an adult, I feel like I know how to do it properly. And so I think this is going to be transition, but I won't yet say I'm a vegetarian because I'm not, like, at all. When I do buy stuff, though, as somebody that doesn't eat that much meat, like when I buy eggs, I pay a ton of money for them to be humane eggs. I buy them from a place called the Texas Chicken Ranch, and all their chickens are very well treated. They're free range whenever they want. I think they have 1,000 square foot or something like that per chicken of land. They come with little, like, I'll show you guys. They come with, let me get this open. These little newsletters about the chickens, and like, I don't know, I think they kind of treat them like pets, and I like that. I appreciate that. I don't really drink milk or eat yogurt. What I buy Justin is all organic too for him, because I'm never going to tell him he can't eat meat, he can't have this, we can't have this in the house, because that's my decision to be the way I am, and it's not fair to tell him he has to do that too. So I'm not going to stop buying him what he wants, or if he wants me to cook him a steak doing it, like, that's fine. But like, I'm not going to. I don't know if that makes sense. I kind of haven't decided when we have kids. Obviously, when I'm pregnant, as long as my protein's fine and I'm intaking a lot of protein-rich vegetables and beans and stuff like that, I am not going to force myself to eat meat. If I have an issue, then I will. And I have not yet decided if, I mean, because like most of the time Justin eats vegetarian. He eats meat at work and stuff, but on the occasion he wants something, like he wants bacon with his breakfast or chicken sausage, then I'll get it for him. But yeah, I don't eat dairy or anything like that really, except for cheese, and the cheese I buy is also like, you know, fancy cows are treated humanely kind of cheese. But yeah, so same kind of thing with the cruelty-free stuff. I buy cruelty-free like cleaning products now, like household stuff. I'm still going through my stockpile from couponing. That is all stuff I already had. I'm not going to throw out because I spent a lot of time couponing and getting those deals, and it's just wasteful to get rid of it. It's already been done. It's already been bought. You know, there's no point in throwing it out. The same thing with some of the makeups I still have, but in the future going forward, when I run out of something and buy something else, it's cruelty-free. Most Justin's products are switched over. There are things that I cannot get him away from. Like, he has a hair gel he really likes, and it's by Garnier, which is owned by L'Oreal, which I thought for the longest L'Oreal was cruelty-free because it said on their website, but somebody told me no, because they're actually selling in China. They're not cruelty-free. So again, I cannot begrudge him of something if it's just my beliefs. I do make him buy it for himself. I don't use anything that is, unless it was previously bought, so I don't know. Hey guys, so I am going to work on some more cloth pads, because my period's coming and I don't have nearly enough, so I'm going to try to make enough. Last night I sewed one with this new material I got, so that's what the top and bottom look like. I don't know. I'll show you guys when I finish the next one, because I'm not happy with how I sewed the first one. And I'm having to use my lighting to light this when it's dark in here, so I can sew and do all the cutout stuff right. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for the last load of laundry to dry, and I'm gonna sew until Justin gets home so I can make dinner. Worst thing ever when you're sewing is when you're mid-sewing and the bobbin runs out. Ugh, I hate it so much. Yeah. That's as far as I got before the bobbin ran out. So frustrating. Now I have to change it out and then try to stitch exactly over that so it doesn't rip later. I probably need to start checking my bobbin before I start these things, because that's frustrating as shit. Seriously. What are you growling at? I keep the window open so they can look out, but it kind of freaks me out too, because like when the light's on and the window's open, it's dark outside, people will see upstairs or like in the rooms really easily. Are you gonna sew, Amber? Amber, stop. She's like, she took her bone under there and then she was trying to move the pedal. Silly puppies. Anyway, I guess I better fix it. So I got the bobbin situation. Marker all over my hand from outlining this, but this is the first. This one is really, this material which I hauled, and you guys will probably see my haul the day you guys see this, like you'll see it that night. I haven't put it up yet or edited it, but I got this material on clearance. It's like a soft mix between like a minxie and a towel, like a terry cloth. I thought it would make a really good top, but it's actually really hard to sew and work with. Not the outlines, that wasn't so bad. But for some reason, when I try like a exotic stitch, I guess you could call it, as you can see, like it wasn't, maybe it might have been how, because it was so thick, but it wasn't easy to stay straight. But I mean, nobody sees these. It's not like I'm selling them, so I'm not that worried about it. I don't think my vagina cares. Yeah. I really do like this material though. It's super, super soft. And I've been waiting to make my, I don't want to make a review until I get my period and I use these for the first time, because I don't want to tell you something works or like this is enough stuff on the, not my review, but you guys, a few people asked me to do a like in detail tutorial. I don't want to do that until I've tried them out and I know that the material I'm using in the middle is good and how many pieces to use for what kind of flow. So that's why I haven't done it yet. I'm kind of waiting for my period to come so I can tell you guys, because of, and that's why I haven't made too many of these, because I don't know how much is enough for me personally, or if I'm using too much, or if it's just right. So that's why I haven't done the tutorial yet. So hopefully after Aunt Flo visits, I can do a full tutorial for you guys. But yeah, I like this one. It's super, super soft. And I'll talk about this in my tutorial, but instead of trying to fold these seams in where it kind of stops for me to turn it inside out, I've just been doing a stitch on the top and cutting the excess, because in a few of them I folded, but it's really hard to fold it when it's curved too. It's not just a straight line. So because nobody sees, I mean, if I sold these, then I would mess with it, you know, trying to get it just right. But nobody sees this. These are just for me, so I don't really care if the outside where it's turned inside out isn't perfect, so whatever. See you guys. Hey guys, we just watched Supernatural, and we're going to watch Justified, and then we're going to go to bed. Yep, that was my day. Nothing too interesting, just a lot of me talking. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.